So children, next we will discuss about the next type of the asexual reproduction method, that is vegetative propagation. Now what is vegetative propagation? Vegetative propagation means that when we obtain a new plant from the vegetative parts of the plants. Okay, means what are the vegetative parts here? Vegetative parts means like the roots, stems and leaves. That when we get a new plant from the roots, stems and leaves of the old parent plant. Now this is known as the vegetative propagation. And vegetative propagation, it is of two kinds. One that is the natural and the second that is artificial. Natural means there is not any involvement of the human beings, but in case of the artificial there is involvement of the human beings. And vegetative propagation means from the vegetative parts like root, stem and leaves, when a new plant it arises, then it is known as the vegetative propagation. So let's discuss this with the help of an example. Like for example, in case of the stems. Here the examples that are grass, grasses, bryophyllum, potato and money plant. Okay. The root, stems and leaves, they contain the vegetative organs which are buds. Buds, they are the vegetative structures, or you can say vegetative organs. And these buds that are present in inactive condition. They are present in inactive condition in the old stem, root and leaves, in the old parent. Okay, means in the root, stem and leaves. So when they will get the proper warmth and the moisture condition, when they get warmth and moisture, then they become active. Then these buds, they become active and they have the ability to form a complete plant, to develop into a complete plant, and then they form a new plant. It means that these buds which are present in the parent organism in the form of inactive condition, when they get warmth and the moisture, then they become active and they are responsible for the formation of a new plant. Now next here we were discussing about the various structures, means various examples like grass, bryophyllum, potato and money plant of stems. So if suppose from the stems a new plant that arises, okay, if suppose from the stem a new plant arises, then it means the stems they contain the buds. So now we will discuss about these structures, means the grass, bryophyllum, potato and money plant, that how the stem of these plants they are responsible for the formation of a new plant. Actually the stem it contains the buds, but in the inactive manner, inactive state. But if suppose the buds that are present in the stems they get the proper warmth and the moisture condition, then they are responsible for the formation of a new plant. So let's discuss one by one. Grass. First is grass. The grass you might have seen in the fields, that in the dry fields the grass it looks very yellowish in color. But after the rain what happens, that it turns into green. Why? Because over the grass the birds that are present, and these birds they remain in the inactive condition, but as they will get the water and the proper warmth and moisture, then they are responsible for the formation of the new grasses. In this manner, after the rain, what happened? The grass, it seems to be green in color. Next is bryophyllum. Bryophyllum stem, it also contain the buds. Okay. So if suppose the stem part it fall and it is covered by the soil and get the proper warmth and moisture, then it is responsible for the formation of the new plant. As the buds that are present here, the buds they become active in the favorable conditions. Next is the potato. Potato, it is an underground stem. It is an underground stem and it contains the eye buds. And these buds they have the ability to form a new plant. So when these potatoes that are cut into the pieces and then sown into the soil, then what happens? These pieces they form a new plant. As these buds they form the new plant. The roots that will arises from these buds and the shoot it will arises from this. And these eye buds they act as the vegetative organs here. Now next is the money plant. In case of money plant, the stem having the leaf node. Okay, the stem having the leaf node. Suppose you will transfer this into the water, then what happen? It will form a new plant. It form a whole plant from this part only. But the condition is that the stem of the money plant it should contain one node at least. Okay, because the bud that is present in this region. And if suppose you are taking the internode portion which is not having any node. What is the internode portion? Internode portion means that if suppose this is the stem and it is not containing any leaf or even the nodes that are not present. Okay, nodes are those regions from where the leaf arises. Suppose this is the stem and you will take this portion only. I am shading the part. If suppose you will take this portion is not having any leaf, and if suppose you will take this portion and then put it into the water, then it will not form a complete plant. Okay. So now next we will discuss about the roots. The roots of the guava plant. The roots of the guava plant, they contain the buds. And these buds they have the ability to form a new plant when they get the favorable conditions. Next is leaves. In case of leaves, we will take the example of bryophyllum. Bryophyllum, it also contains the buds at their margins. These are also known as the notches. Okay, so these buds they have the ability to form a new plant. So if suppose any leaf it fall from the tree and it gets the proper condition, means it is covered by the soil and getting the proper warmth and the moisture, then the roots they will arise from these buds and shoot arises and it forms a new plant when the bud it remains in the active condition. So in this manner, from the roots, from the stems and from the leaves, the new plant it originates.